Hello and welcome to Duos in Destiny, where two vegetables tell the tale of Dungeons and Dragons in the form of a Spelljammer homebrew campaign. Can't say that.
What?
All brewed up by my brain, truly, as I am the Dungeon Master, Logan. And wow, it's been a hot minute since I did that. Before I point to him and throw it to him, I would like to give a very special shout out to Jason Wardell of In the Vast Forest on Spotify and Bandcamp. Hopefully you can hear him in the background. Actually, I know you can hear him in the background because he's playing right now. That's Theme for a Duster. It's the one we start every single episode with. Give him a follow. Listen to that music. What are you waiting for? Can my voice get any higher? And while we're wondering those questions, please go follow. I can't do that. Please go follow and like the Instagram account Roll for Sketching. She does all our custom character artwork for us. She also does commissions. So reach out to her in regards to having her draw something for your campaign or just the fun of it. Who knows? Without further ado, now I pass it to you.
Thank you, everybody. My name is Brandon, and I'm your player here at Duos in Destiny, specifically on this campaign called Commander's Log. We are very blessed to have you for episode number 50. 50 episodes.
50 episodes, pretty wild. Super happy.
What a job you've done. 50 episodes
Together.
seems crazy. Like, it just seems insane. Thank you for joining us. If you've watched this far, I don't think I can tell you how much we would have ever could thank you or appreciate enough if you've watched all 50 episodes of us talking and playing D&D, and hopefully you've enjoyed the story as much.
That's roughly 100 hours with yours truly.
Yeah. So, super awesome. If you haven't yet, we would feel extremely grateful if you would follow us on our other socials. So if you're in the description, you'll find those links for Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, and TikTok. All of them pretty much at Duos in Destiny.
Did you say Instagram?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got hyper focused.
Oh, that's okay. But follow us on all those.
And Google Plus.
We appreciate that. That's a wild throwback. While you're at it, though, our Google Plus does have a link for our MySpace, so it'll be great. Our top 5 friends are really coming along, and that could be you. You know what I mean? But hey, today's a pretty cool day because today is the day we announce our winner. For what, you might ask? It'd be the Turtle Tabs by Bova Books. Ooh, wow, fancy. We had a couple of entries, and the winner came back with an individual who had multiple entries. Odds were in his favor. Logan, let me...
Maddie Woe won.
Maddie
These
Woe.
turtle tabs will be coming to you specifically. So, if you are following us on TikTok, go ahead and reach out to us through the DMs. We'll respond to you and get this your way to the Bova Books Turtle Tabs for the 2024 Players Handbook Edition.
And maybe a surprise.
Maybe a surprise.
If we don't hear from you in about a week, we will try to reach out to you. It just gets a little fishy because of some account names kind of change between. Don't want to reach out to the wrong person and give it to the wrong person. So please, Maddie, reach out to us. We are so...
Maddie Woe.
We'd be so happy to send this to you. I think that covers all of our announcements.
Yes. The only thing we're missing is a recap.
Which I was going to go into.
Oh, I'm so sorry to step on some toes.
You're not stepping on any toes. We're sitting down, silly. But while you're sitting down, in these stumps, in attempt, I will get into last time on Commander's Log.
Commander's Log.
We found Karson and Pizor fresh off the heels of the fight with the large four-armed apes. Through their guiding, the guiding of Pizor's magic water compass, if one will, the soft glow that it put off was their compass and their light, and they went through the forest. And pretty soon they came to what could have been very dangerous situation, which is a large number of ferals started to kind of circumvent them, and we somehow made it out through through luck, I think. Karson did try to communicate with a couple. Did actually gain a little bit of information about ferals, which was quite interesting too. Um, but made it out alive, and pretty soon came across this area that we were looking for, a zone of a 25-foot radius, 50 foot across, of nothing in the forest, just dead. And the second we walked into it, Pizor's magic cut off like you flipped a light switch. Um, we took a short rest, and as we started to investigate the area, we learned that it wasn't anywhere above our feet. It was all down. And Karson swung more and more beer and had great luck as he ultimately ripped into a platinum shelled container like a can and cut it open, finding 3 egg-shaped, human-sized floating containers with these arcane symbols and runes that ran to each of them. Karson destroyed one of the arcane symbols, cracking open all 3 eggs, and doing so kind of like a magical opening. And the one body fell out limp, as it was an Ascanori elf. Not what I had thought whatsoever. And the other 2 elves came out swinging. Karson was on one. He was able to take down one of the other elves as he was attempting to flee, and Karson and that elf came outside. Like, ultimately, I think both kind of Missy stepped outside, as well as this other one had just came. So we have the inside of the dome here, kind of arbitrarily set there, and then the tree circle arbitrarily set for the deadness that was inside. As this is the last Ascanori elf, he had just came up, and by my beautiful DM's nice heart, I was able to push my round. So we did finish with me taking out one of the elves and me finishing my turn. So, sir, may I?
Absolutely. So, kicking off right where we left off, you had just finished this Ascanari elf on the edge of the forest. They were basically trying to escape and run away. As you look back, you see the singular Ascanari elf standing in the center of that area, looking around. You take just a few moments in kind of like the bated breaths between your labored breathing in this battle. And you start to notice there is a brilliant light breaking through the canopies from up above. And it's just barely piercing the canopy, but even the wind starts to kind of shift and rustle, and you get this almost like scattered disco ball effect of beams of light breaking through the canopy leaves. So it's just kind of like a scattered disco effect in the general vicinity as wind is picking up and whipping all around you. You just finished your turn. It is to Hack, who is still in the pit.
Hack will take his movement to climb up, which was 30 feet, correct?
Yes. So 5, 10, 15 gets him to the center of the room.
And then he'll use whatever action as well. Then he will use everything. So
Okay.
he will.
Perfect.
Especially if he can get to the base of their feet, then he will.
What's his movement speed?
30.
Okay, so
yeah, he's 30.
It would be half movement if you're not proficient in climbing. So he would have 45 feet of movement left if he used his action to dash. And then that would be halved to technically 20 feet, so he can get all but 10 feet up that rope.
Okay.
Are you checking me on my rules?
Yeah, I was just curious.
No, yeah, absolutely. Please do check me because I could be wrong. I doubt it, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure, unless you're specifically proficient in climbing, I have a climbing speed, essentially. It costs half movement, just like swimming.
We just never, shame on us for never really getting into this.
Very true.
Climb speed. A climb speed can be used in place of a speed to traverse a vertical surface without expending the extra movement normally associated with climbing. See climbing and speed.
I like that.
While you're climbing, each foot of movement costs 1 extra foot. Okay.
Okay, so it is half movement.
You ignore this extra cost if you have a climb speed and use it to climb. and use it to climb. I don't want to. Okay, very
Hey,
good.
I would just like to point out how fast he found that. You know why?
Why?
Turtle Tabs by Boba Books.
Turtle Tabs by Boba Books, you say?
Even if you didn't win that giveaway, you just go check them out and put some tabs in your books because, good golly, it makes these things so easy to use.
Quick plug if you are watching this episode. Maybe there's some more coming out. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, stay tuned.
So, yes.
Anyways.
He will...
So he wouldn't be able to get up to the top of the rope.
Gosh. Would he go in the way of... Pizor's the big thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Decision. Yeah. He did it.
Okay. He did it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So he is 20 feet up. I wish I had grabbed those height markers, but it's not that important. We'll just set him on the ledge as saying 20 feet up. That's his action and his movement.
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming he does not have
Yes, sir.
a bonus action
No,
or
sir.
anything. Okay. Perfect. Then what Pizor is going to do is he's going to rush to the center there, see him in the way. First thing he's going to do is cast a 3rd level spiritual weapon. So it summons 60 feet away. So luckily it summons right next to the Ascanari elf as he's looking up and out of the hole.
Lovely.
When it appears, it does take the damage. For a 3rd level spell, it is 2d8 on a hit, which is sick. I do need to roll to hit in general, and I have the armor class of A. That's going to hit with a 18.
Nice.
And then he gets 2d8 plus 5. Hey, that's 2 5s, so a total of 15 points of damage to that Ascanari elf. And that is from the spiritual weapon as this large water whip forms up in the air and immediately starts to like lash at him. Think kind of like the big blobs Katara would summon.
Yeah.
And it just starts beating on him. So that would be his bonus action. Action, immediately he is going to cast... I'm looking at 1st level spells there. He's going to cast the Water Whip spell. So from where he's at, it's a 60-foot range.
Okay.
He pulls a little bit of water coalescent from his flask, reaches out and whips at the Ascanari elf.
Tell me that laugh is because you can pull him.
Would you like to know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Natural 1.
Natural 1.
He pulls down Hack.
Oh my god. Oh man, I hate punishing on natural ones,
No.
but that's also really funny if that happened. No, Hack gets in the way, and so in between the small windows, he tries to go lash it out, but he just misses and ends up hitting the rocks beneath the Ascanari's feet. And the Ascanari just looks down upon him, spits, and then he calls out to you. He holds his hand up, and it says, "Stop. Do not make any more movements." What are you doing?
That was his action?
You can see that there is a... when you hold your action, that would be your multi-attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an action. So,
Yes.
I mean,
So
he's holding his reaction to cast it.
he's holding his reaction.
Yeah, so he's holding his action. It takes your reaction to cast your action when you hold an action.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So the reaction is prompting
At
whenever
least in 2014, but I can verify that as well.
Yeah, for sure. I'll describe what he's doing. So
Please.
He says, "Stop. Do not come any closer." And as he does, you can see his hand starts to like glow with that nasty green iridescence that has been waylaying into you. And he holds his scimitar kind of like down, still in his palms. He hasn't sheathed it, but he looks like he's taken a few steps back. And he does take a few steps back away from the circle, so he's not within Pizor's line of sight anymore. That is ending the Ascanari's turn.
Is there a technical term for holding action that I'm just not thinking of?
Yes, let me look at this real quick. Because if you go to your Actions tab, Actions in Combat, Ready. It's ready in an action.
Ready.
Let's see if you
You
can
take the ready action to wait for a particular circumstance before you act. To do so, you take this action on your turn, which lets you act by taking a reaction before the start of your next turn.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
That's
yeah,
really
very cut and
important
clear.
news.
First, you decide what perceivable circumstance will trigger your reaction. Then you choose the action that you will take in response to that trigger. Or you choose to move up to your speed in response to it. Examples, if the cultist steps on the trapdoor, I'll pull the lever that opens it. Then if the zombie steps next to me, I move away.
Okay, perfect.
So, yeah. I was like, I don't know that a lot of people realize that.
Yeah, I did not. So that's great to know going forward. So yes, he's holding his action. He calls out to you and says, "Stop! Do not come any closer."
You'd like that, wouldn't you? As I slowly step. 5. You think that I'm afraid of you. 10.
It's not that that you're afraid of me.
15.
You don't know what you're messing with.
I know who I'm messing with.
No, you have no idea what you are messing with, what the powers that you are trying to wield.
My hammer was like close to my hand. It just slides down the shaft to where it like hits the ground. The ice kind of like cracks and then reforms.
Are you within 5 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this you? Trying to be an honest man? Or are you willing to shed more blood because you think you're greater than everyone else?
Your life is going to end here. And he releases the necrotic beam straight into you. I need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Not terrible. 14, probably failure though.
14 is a failure.
Okay.
You will take necrotic damage equal to 4d6. Sorry, 4d8. 8 plus 7 is 15 points of necrotic damage.
So 7.
Yep.
Thank you.
So as soon as the radiant beam blasts from his glowing hand, immediately you see him move faster than you can imagine, like anime swordsman, and swipes against you twice with his scimitar.
Is this all part of his action?
Yes. It's the multi-attack to hold. Or reaction to release the readied action of his multi-attack. Because it says elf makes 2 scimitar and 1 use of the beam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That is going to be a 18 to hit.
It just hits, dang it. I was going to say... It's so hard that I have to say my blood maledict before you say...
I'm sorry, I'll go slower next time.
No.
First coming at you is the slashing damage, and that is going to be 8 points of slashing damage.
Brother, for some reason I was not... I had equipped my Gauntlets of Ogre Power, but it was not attuned.
Oh, no.
That's crazy. I don't know why that was like that.
Hopefully that hasn't messed with any of your rolls recently.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Oh, yeah, it would, because that's your modifier. Yeah. Wolf.
That makes a big difference. I thought it was low the other day, like last time we played, which is why. I was like, it should be +5.
You also take 14 points of necrotic damage from
seven.
This is the first attack.
Okay.
Second attack, as the slashing scimitar comes back across to
Let me
you.
see your face, don't say it. Feels like it's high. All right.
No, that is a 3 for a total of
17.
Total of 17. No, a total of 11.
That misses.
So, second attack, you just barely pull your shoulders back and dodge away from the second attack as he's swiping down at you, releasing his reaction while he was holding his action. This is your turn, Karson, because you'd moved and then you'd started to make your hostile actions towards him. So
I didn't make any hostile actions. I gave him a chance. I really didn't. I dropped my hammer, but I did not take any type of... He was holding a spell at me.
Yes.
But I didn't take any type of hostile. I walked up to him.
True. He was holding a spell at you as you turned a giant hammer into an ice war hammer.
Are you willing to communicate then?
You still ask this.
Yeah. And I was like, I wore all that and I'm bleeding out of my mouth. My eyes got this large gash across the left side, across my eyebrow, and I've got blood pouring down my face. The white into the yellow hair that I have, that is getting more white by the day, it seems, is covered in red. My duster is just filthy, and I just look at him. Are you willing to change?
You would notice this pristine getup that he has, a beautiful elven chain beneath these perfect white robes, a pale skin, slender figure, flawless skin tone. He looks at you, and you can see there's blood trickling out his mouth. He looks a little beaten and battered. He says, "You all really are fools, aren't you? You're going to die. You can win this battle, but you won't win the war."
5 more feet. Fine. Whew. And I shove him into the hole.
I like that. Heck yes. Shove is a contested. No, a shove is an attack roll from you. It's part of your attack action,
Yeah.
and I have to make a strength or dexterity saving throw against.
I was gonna say, I know it changed, right?
Yeah, it's
24?
against your DC. It's under the unarmed strike tab.
Yeah, I'm
because
scrolling
it takes
through. There's
part of
so
an unarmed
many.
strike. Shove. The target must succeed on a strength or dex it chooses. Saving throw. DC is equal to 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength modifier. So make sure you add those gauntlets of ogre strength for 1, and then you can either push it 5 feet away or cause the prone condition.
Interesting. Okay, so he doesn't have to say, oh, the target must succeed. Oh, so you just succeed.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't even have to roll anything.
And he did step away from the edge, 5 feet.
But if I push him 5 feet back,
he'd be right on the edge. So it's going to take 2 shoves to get him down there. I wanted, before we commit to this.
Okay, I thought I took that as like, okay.
Yeah, he stepped away from the edge to get away from the line of sight.
Good.
So he moved. He's a total of, he'd be at the 10-foot mark, so 1 shove would get him right to the edge. Which does put him back in line of sight for Pizor, so it's still an advantage regardless.
Okay, we're going to do it then. We're going to do it on 1.
Okay. Dexterity saving throw is what I'm going to go for, as opposed to strength. That's incredible.
Is it?
I rolled a 5 on the dice. So his saving throw has no bonus. So it is just a 2, total of 7.
Oh yeah, failure. So I push him 5 feet.
Pushed 5 feet back.
And I have 25. You had your chance.
Your gods are idiots.
My gods are true. You are a false prophet. This is famous. And I just kick him. I hate myself.
I knew it was coming. Is that another shove attack?
I didn't think about that once until that happened. Yeah.
I knew the moment you had him on the cusp.
Don't say anything for a second. Can I blood maledict this?
The moment you had him on the edge of that, I honestly thought.
I didn't think about it at all until I just started to say it, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is really lining up with this is Sparta, isn't it?" Oh, that's only an attack roll. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
What do you roll?
11.
That's a failure. Because I have 8. Well, plus my strength is 4, and I think my what are we at on proficiency bonus at this point? Where is it? D&D Beyond. I think my proficiency bonus is 4 as well at this moment. We're level 10. Yeah, it should be 4.
Yes.
So I'm 16. Will be my DC.
Okay, perfect. So that is a second fail. It is a 30-foot drop, so it's a D6 per 10 feet, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So 3d6. That is...
Say 18.
18? That'd be insane. I wish. No, 9 points of damage, so half. Which I think is probably average. Okay, so you kick him down. He goes falling past and basically gets a little bit of mild rope burn before bouncing off the side of Hack himself and then going falling to the ground and landing prone right next to Pizor there. That is your movement and your action.
Yep.
Do you have a bonus action?
At this point, I'm not going to do anything.
Okay, awesome.
I'm going to stay 5 feet back. Just checking real quick. I don't have any bonus action cantrips or anything, of course. I always forget. I always hope for the best on, but I know the answer. So, no, sir, that is my turn.
Okay, perfect. Ending your turn, it is over to Hack, who is 20 feet up the rope.
Like he had his axe, I think we've canonically said attaches in the front, it's part of him.
Yeah, kind of like the reverse Captain America shield, but it sticks into his chest and
it's almost like a
into the
cutout.
armor.
Yeah. I think of the stone characters from Power Rangers in the first one. Where they, break out. So it's like that as he just goes, and then pulls it out in the air. It floats, grabs it, and he just reams it on down.
And canonically, Hack takes no fall damage.
That's
but
right.
He is gonna give 2d6 momentum damage.
Really?
Yeah,
You're
why
such
not?
a nice guy on a natural
12. Yola's happy.
That would be, he's got a pretty good plus.
I bet.
21.
21 is gonna hit.
Okay. So it's a D10 and an extra 2d6.
Yes, sir.
What a nice guy. Uh, 6, 12, 17 points of damage.
17. Goodness, nice.
On the
And that's
first
from the
hit.
first attack.
Yeah.
Quick math.
He just buries it. We're gonna say it's into his thigh. He's off a little bit, but so the way he fell, but he just buries into his thigh, right above the knee, right into the quad.
Oh, gross.
I rolled that with advantage. I don't know why. It was 12 and a 9.
He is prone.
Oh, maybe that's why I did it.
Yeah.
I was like, I did that for a reason, but
at that point, I was literally just scrambling for why to give you advantage because I didn't want to have to do the reverse math of.
Well, I think the other one was. I think the other one was a 12 and a 9, so it was the 18. I think on my low end.
Yeah, but regardless, he is prone, so you would technically have advantage.
Goodness.
Did you add the 2d6?
I did.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
And then he'll take a second attack as he picks it up, and his second attack is literally going to be him pulling out the axe and then going at his ankle, on the top side of his ankle. Yeah. For a 19.
A 19 is going to hit. Gosh, debilitating.
Yep. Oh, that's a 10 on the dice. Yeah, I did it. You ever seen Pet Sematary?
Yeah.
The Achilles scene?
Yeah. Gross.
13 points of damage, though.
13 points of damage. How does Hack do this?
No way.
He had 12 hit points left. Yeah.
I rolled a 10 on that 10.
Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah, he just ends up hacking his foot off. Pun intended. But yeah, I mean, just for something that's so pristine and so perfect, he just breaks it. Breaks the ambiguity of being
absolutely
wonderful.
And it is this blood-curdling scream that just reverberates off the metallic cavern that there are the two in, as he brutally chops into the leg, rips the axe out, blood gushing everywhere, and immediately cuts off his ankle to just hemorrhage the entire wound. And the Ascanari quickly bleeds out on the floor there. There's a few scrambling moments before they slow, and then he just stops entirely. Blood staining the entire area down there. Pizor looks up and he says, Karson, are you okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then immediately he says, Karson.
No, I'm feeling well. I'm gonna make a roll here.
Okay.
I stumble and I fall to my knees and I almost fall into the pit because I'm really rough. And I just kind of fall face down, my arm falls in the hole. I'm not feeling very well, Pizor. I'm not feeling well at all.
This is not the time. And he reaches up and he is going to cast a fourth level.
Let's go.
A fourth level healing word. And so that is immediately going to give you, I think it's 2 plus the spell's level. Let me see here. The extra healing. Sorry, I got to figure this one out.
I should mark it. I should mark this page.
Yes, 2 plus the healing, 2 plus the spell level. So you immediately get 6, as does Pizor himself.
Immediately get 6, okay.
And then, otherwise, you get 8d4 plus, I think it's 11. Yeah, 8d4 plus 11. So let me roll these.
Absolutely insane. What a cool.
First 3.
Yep. Disciple of Life.
2, 4, 3, so 6, 9 points. And then plus 6 is going to be 15. And then we need 2 more dice. So we're at 15. And then another 2 plus 2 is going to be 19 plus 11. So 30 points of healing from the healing word. And it
Is how much? I'm sorry.
30 points.
Oh, wow. All the healing word of all things.
Yeah.
I just took damage. Oh my gosh, I'm a dork.
As soon as
I had 16.
the word hits you, it is a forceful presence, like a Skyrim force shout that almost lifts you to your feet.
Paizo. Thanks for that. Thanks, Paizo.
Karson, we do not have time. The bodies are falling apart.
What?
It is just... And he says, they're almost gone. And as
Search them quick.
He starts patting down the bodies. And as you look down into the hole, kind of glints of light breaking through the canopy and piercing down below, you catch a glimpse of the Ascanari body elves that he's in front of, and it's just a withering husk. It goes from a perfectly preserved person to immediately shriveled, and then in the wink of an eye, they just become decrepit, mummified, and then immediately you can see like the fingers start to crumble away, as if they just got turned straight from stone to dust, and immediately the whole body is just crumbling.
I turn around real quick and look at. I run over to that guy. Actually, I don't even turn. I just run to the guy that I finished over here.
At this point, he is nothing but dust and what he was wearing.
And I run back to the hole. Oh, okay. So the clothes are still there.
Yes, everything remains, but like the body just withers away.
That catches my eye that I should grab.
A couple things. So
Okay.
One, they all wear an amulet of Morid. It's carved of this fine platinum that you are very familiar with. It seems almost all that they have made is made of this similar metal. And it has this faint glow to it. And your reaction is very accurate. The same energy, the same magic that you felt when you jumped into that pit, that you broke with your hammer, is the same magic that they were attacking you with. It's the same magic, or the same source of magic, that the Braxits were wielding as well. And it takes in that moment, as you kind of pause and you look at the amulet, you kind of pause over it as you're searching the remains. And as your hand kind of like just almost grazes it, that grim psychometry in your head kicks off. And you immediately are flashed back straight to the Braxits. And then straight to this funneling power that originates from a plane beyond yours. Past that, you do see that they are wearing a very fine elven chain armor. And then the scimitar that they had, it is on the ground still. It has this faint trail of magic that seeps off of it and has almost like veins of green that streak down the blade itself.
Hack is now going to be a dual wielder. Okay, I will grab all of it.
Okay, perfect.
And I go back to the hole and I begin climbing back down.
Awesome. Yep, absolutely no problem there.
Quickly. And I go... I wrap the chain up, the elven chain, and I begin to throw it in my side pouch, in my satchel, if you will. Let's take the armor. It's nice. We might be able to fetch a pretty penny for it, or somebody might be able to get good use out of it. It's crafted well. No reason for waste.
Of course.
These scimitars are rather strong. They're dark, but they're strong.
Yes, no point in wasting it, I suppose.
The symbols? We leave them.
Can we smash them with your hammer?
Say no more. Put them in the center of the room.
And he kicks the two that had crumbled on the ground.
Throw the other one over with it. And I go around. Are all the elven chains the same style, everything?
Yeah.
Kind of just like a... mithril like Frodo wears. That's kind of what I'm envisioning. Kind of like
Yeah,
that, really
absolutely.
finely crafted.
Yes.
Okay, so can I mark down ×3 on that?
Yep. Same with the scimitars.
Okay. Anything you want me to put scimitar? Put elven chain armor.
Put just put necrotic scimitar.
Okay.
Put 3d6 next to it as well, because otherwise I'll forget.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, it does 3d6 necrotic damage.
Yeah, okay. Makes sense. I don't know. It's not. I don't know that it's gonna be for me anyways. I'll kind of just stack. I grabbed the 3 scimitars and I stacked them towards where the edge of the what's called the net was, and I set them there towards the bottom. The elven chains, I feel like I was comfortable enough to roll those up and stick them in. They kind of stick out of my satchel a little bit. Thanks, Paizo. Stand back. Then I just take a big heaping swing over the top and just smash the platinum.
Roll to attack.
Roll to attack?
Yes, sir.
Not amazing. 14.
Roll for damage.
The frozen does damage, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. 4, 8 plus 8, 16 points of damage then.
And they're technical. I don't know if objects, structures, where that 2 fall difference. Okay, cool.
I wouldn't say so.
Okay, perfect.
Because this doesn't like.
You said how much points of damage?
16.
Total? 16. Okay. As you smash into all 3 of them, it's almost like they concave into the base of the floor that you're standing upon. There's some serious damage to them. You can even see cracks running throughout the emblems.
Not broken?
Not broken yet.
Big swing again.
And there's this faint green energy that seems to be breaking through the cracks right now as you're smashing through them.
21.
Definitely hits. Roll for damage.
That's very good. 20 points of damage.
Okay, awesome.
Almost max.
With the second swing, as you pound them into the ground beneath you, 2 things happen. I guess where exactly? Like, are you in the center of the room?
This feels like just off the center. Like, like the net kind of fell in the center, and we were just like, I feel like the light that's kind of been trickling in, it's almost like a Scooby-Doo Zombie Island. I'm just doing all sorts of movie references right now. But that light that pops through, like they were there. The amulets are there, almost like that extra power is coming from the moon. And I'm smashed. I might be off in the dark a little bit, but like I'm smashing into the light to hit them.
Yeah, absolutely. So 2 things happen. 1, the moment you smash into him, beneath the hammerhead of Orin Mirrorboard, there is this green explosion that kind of like blasts throughout the floor and then rolls away like a dispersing fog. Second thing to happen is your head pierces through the bottom of this cavern. Like the head of your warhammer, if that wasn't obvious. The head of
I'm an ostrich.
You just straight up ostrich the hole. What happens is whenever you smash into near this center portion, you find that you are beating into a hatch that opened up this way, and you've basically broken it in upon itself. So you've almost jammed the hatch shut in a way, but you've also opened up about 1/3 of that hatch just by bending it in.
Could I see it before?
No, it was seamless with the floor. It was a very weird happenstance that you hit this spot.
I just unlocked a secret room.
Maybe.
I did the backwards jump in the Mario castle. My head like snaps towards Paizo. Oh crap!
Hit it again. Or that could be a bad idea.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea. It's not. This is exactly what we need. We are exactly where we need to be at the right time. Are we well enough to do this?
I can...
Should we take a second?
It may not be a bad idea. We can search whatever it is up here, expend whatever they have left behind, find some answers, and then maybe go beneath.
Yes. Yes. I like it. Can you take...
You've already taken a short rest today, haven't
Yeah,
you?
that's why I was looking to see if you can take more than one.
I don't believe so. I think it is one short rest per long rest.
It does not say in the rules. Sorry, we're all about rules today, apparently, guys.
Huh. Interesting. This could just be some preliminary answers, but it does say there's no strict maximum number of short rests per long rest in D&D 5e rules.
Yeah, there's not.
But it's genuinely designed around taking 2 short rests per long rest.
Yeah.
And then that's... Let me get one more source here just to get a full confirmation before I just say, yeah, we'll go with that.
No,
While the general design model fits 2 short rests into each adventuring day. So,
okay.
Absolutely could, for all intents and purposes, take a short rest.
I think you're right. I think we eat something, we snack, we rest for a second. I do have these, and I reach into my bag, and I pull out a potion of healing and a potion of greater healing. We've been holding on to these for quite some time.
I do not need much, truth be told.
You feel fine?
Yes.
I feel like crap, so...
no offense, you look it.
Yeah, I know.
am almost spent magically, but sitting around is not going to fix that.
Okay. Hack has seen better days.
The two of you are rough, yes.
Oh yeah, Hack looks real bad.
How bad are you?
Well, I was 16, so I'm at 46 now.
46 of?
106.
106, okay. What Pizor is going to do, he says, before you spend too many of your resources, I feel it is only right. He steps into the light that's pouring down through the canopy up above.
Oh.
And a shaft of light hits straight into his symbol, and he times it just right. And he opens up his palms, and water pours, basically wrapping around his wrists and arms and out his hands and wraps around the two of you, Hack and yourself. And he's going to channel divinity. And the life domain channel divinity is...
something cool.
It's called Divine Spark. Let me get to where the actual reading of that is. Oh, come on, man. Oh, sorry, Preserve Life. As a magic action, you expend 1 use of your channel divinity to restore 40 HP to bloodied creatures within 30 feet of yourself. So I can only get you back up to half. So half of whatever your 100 is,
goodness gracious, 53.
Okay.
So I can receive 7.
So you can receive 7, and then Hack can receive the other 33, or up to whatever half his HP would be.
His max is 87, so that would be 43. So not quite, but he will receive most of it.
Okay, perfect. So the two of you are restored back to half from his channel divinity. And as he does this, as he unleashes this divine power, really cool. A smile breaks out of his face. And he says, my magic feels so free. It is uncorked. There is no restriction to what I can do.
It feels different.
Whatever you've done.
I've never seen you do that before.
What is it? What did you think happened to the moon?
Not sure. I don't know what we just did.
We did it, I think.
I think so. At least I did before that happened, as I point to the ground. Now I'm not sure what else could lie here.
Who knows? If this little dome was under the whole ground.
The little dome. Sorry, if the little dome was just a funny sentence. May I roll hit dice?
You absolutely can, yes.
Oh, I forgot I rolled 6 of them last time, so I'm just going to go ahead and roll the other 4. Come on.
So this is how you use up hit dice.
Good luck in the chat, boys and girls. I need it.
Can I get an hour in the chat?
Hour. 2.
2.
I'm not going to roll you anymore, you dirty dog. 6, that's 8. Okay. 4 for 12. We're going to go back to the blue dice. Come on. 18. Ah, did I even hit half?
Add your con mod each
I
time,
know.
though.
So I did 30. I get 30 HP.
Sweet.
Let's
so
see how
that's,
well I rolled on D&D. 5 more.
So 30 is not terrible,
No, I need to
by
take
all means,
5
because that
points
gets
off
you,
damage.
like almost to 3/4 health, pretty much.
Yeah, just over 3/4. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm debating whether or not to take that potion.
Okay.
I'm not going to. During that time, I look at Paizo and I go, "Do you have any interest in this armor?"
Indiama?
Yeah. I cannot recall what you wear.
I do have some armor that I have been wearing. I suppose actually this would serve me well. Yes,
It might be decent.
it's not too heavy, so
No, it's actually rather light, and it seemed decent. Try it.
roll a. Are you proficient in any kind of tool, like smith tools or anything?
Yeah, I think so. Tools. I have alchemists, cartographers, navigators, and vehicles are technically my tools, so nothing quite that fits that. Never mind.
Gotcha. Roll a general history check.
General history.
General
Not
history.
the fancy kind, just general.
Just general.
General. 22.
22. Okay.
Natural 19.
You are very familiar with all sorts of metals, based upon the heavily industrious Torvengard atmosphere that you are familiar with. This metal is a coveted metal. This is mithril, 100% mithril. The weapons also made of mithril, and you would start to notice that most of their crafting is either straight mithril or some kind of mithril alloy.
They're mithril. They are, I hate to say it, but extremely finely crafted. This is a rare metal. Something that is sought after.
I would hate to assume it would be anything but finely crafted. I don't want to give them props, but
No.
the Ascanori are good at what they have done.
Yes, and it'll benefit you.
I will happily put it on. It should make me quieter by a large margin.
Oh, that's great. So what is it? Can I ask?
It's mithril chain.
Mithril chain?
Yep.
So what's that, is that 16?
Yes, it's a base 16.
But then no disadvantage?
Correct.
Oh, do you get a +2? Do you get a plus dex on that as well?
I don't think so on chainmail.
I didn't think so either. I thought it was just a straight 16. It's a heavy, isn't it? Technically.
Yes. But the mithril allows you to ignore the strength requirements and all the properties,
which is awesome. Chainmail. Yeah, 16.
Yes. And yeah, that ups his armor class.
Oh, nice.
That's sick. So not only does he not have disadvantage on stealth checks, but he also has better armor.
Cool. We will take it.
So with that in mind, as you guys head into the short rest, we're going to head into a short break.
Oh, short break.
So Thank you guys for tuning in so far to this episode while we go take a quick refreshment break. Friendly reminder, Matty Woe, #1. Reach out to us. That way we can get your Turtle Tabs by Boba Books to you.
Congratulations,
and to the
Maddie.
rest of you, make sure you stay tuned to our channel in general, as it's not the last giveaway we'll be doing. So,
Come soon. See ya.
see ya. Hello and welcome back to episode 50. We just left off on the end of Karson beating all of the Ascanari elves into complete submission, into dust, no less. After searching their bodies and crawling down into the metal dome that he found them in previously, he bashed their amulets into the ground to crack them, which was a success. But at the same time, also broke open a hatch that was supposed to be an outdoor, but he made an indoor. And he was taking a short rest. So that is where we left off. I would say still within the short rest, if there's anything you want to accomplish during this time.
I would just spend it while Paizo was kind of looking at the armor. What do you think lies below there?
I would hate to know.
I don't even understand. What else would they need? I didn't even expect this to be here. I didn't expect these people to be here. Them to be here.
Not at all.
I didn't expect this. It just doesn't feel right, does it?
What about it? It does not feel right. I mean, everything about it doesn't feel right, but...
They were underneath our nose the whole time. They were here. Here.
Yes.
I promised my entire home that they were safe moving here. And below the surface were these demons hiding in their platinum sanctuaries.
If it makes you feel any better, I would assume they have been here for all that my people know.
But what were they doing here? What were these? I mean, you can see that all of the homes, that housed them, they circumvented this one spot, and they had an arcane energy traveling through them, to them. But what was it that they were doing? Were they Morbid? Were they controlling the avatar of the god?
Roll a religion check.
Oof.
With advantage.
Oof. Eek. Ay. 3 and then a 2.
A 3 and then a 2.
6.
Truthfully, you're at complete odds. You don't know what was going on other than some kind of magic was being passed between all of them, and some kind of suppression field was happening because of whatever magic they were undergoing.
Whatever it was very strong. It was able to cut you off.
Yes, it was
incredibly powerful. Something.
I don't know exactly what they were doing, but this ritual was far from anything we've ever been able to accomplish.
Yes. You think I can pry that door open? They can pry it?
Pry it or beat it in, I don't think it matters at this point.
I feared prying might be a little quieter, but If it's damaged enough, maybe I should just knock it down a little bit further.
At what point were we going to start taking the quiet approach?
Well, I didn't know if they figured no one was coming at a certain point. You know, we've been sitting up here for close to an hour. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If there was something down there. I've been watching it. I haven't really seen any light or heard a sound. But fine. Kind of like get over to one knee and I stand up.
Before you do too much damage, can you make out any of these? And he points to the runes that etch across the floor that used to.
I can try.
You broke quite a few of them from whenever you smashed into the floor, but there are a lot that remain, especially surrounding
The other
that
two.
central portion and then the other two.
I can try over here. These look like
What languages do you know?
languages in general.
Yep.
Oh, I know. You are way back here. Languages, sir, are Common, Dwarvish, and Gnomish.
Okay. Nothing familiar to you by any means. I've never seen these runes specifically before, or whatever this writing
Does it look
is.
like a readable language?
It
Or do they look like arcane symbols?
it is arcane symbols that have a repeating pattern to them.
Do I recognize the language?
You don't recognize the language,
Well,
and
there's one way I can figure this out, though. And I will reach into my pocket and I pull out a thing of soot and I inhale it. And I will cast Comprehend Languages.
Okay, excellent. As you cast the comprehend languages, does that take time or is that just an action?
It's an action.
Okay, perfect. As you inhale the suit and breathe it back out, you look over the glyphs and you run your hands across them. And the glyphs themselves read a not so much as a spell or incantation, but more of a ritual. And it reads in a repeating pattern that says, "Let the stars bear witness, and mortals hear our chorus. No prayer shall reach you, no worship shall feed you. We cast you down, and you shall once again feel the burden of mortality."
Does it say that going towards each pod? Like it replicates?
Yes, it is in a pattern of 3. So you get 2 full readings of it
Okay.
before it breaks off into what you've smashed.
They were definitely doing something related to Mord. Rather full in themselves, aren't they?
That is
Calling the
what
rest
I...
of us mortals? Were they immortal? But we killed them. Was that only keeping them alive?
How long have they been here?
Well, from my understanding now, would probably mean the millennia.
I was going to say there is a whole forest that has grown above and around this spot.
Yes, I mean, I think this is all prior. This is when it all happened. I would assume that this was...
And whatever we broke them from life. They are nothing anymore. They have withered away, as if they should have.
This was keeping them alive. Well, not that was, I guess. I guess they were walking and moving around and they were still fine. At least from what we could tell. But whatever it was keeping them alive. Maybe their amulets had something to part of it?
I would assume so. I don't know. I mean, if the god that they think they portray is the god of death, and all the other gods are locked away or gone, completely misspoken for, who knows what they'd be able to accomplish? At that point, they are the master of death, right?
Yeah. Not really much checks and balances to the system, huh?
But now there is, and he grasps upon his amulet.
Yeah, there is.
And at the same time, it seems there's a break in the canopy that seems to beam light down further into this area.
Okay.
I
Enough of
think
that.
I think she's free.
What?
That is the only thing that I can make sense of.
Tiara. Free.
I have never felt my magic this way before.
What'd you do, like level up or something?
I don't know what you mean, but genuinely,
You're like level 20 or like, what's up?
yes, bow before me. No, just how freely the magic flows from me now. It feels effortless.
Femus. Answer my call. Is Tiara free?
Make a religion check.
You all betray me. Reverse roll. Much better. 18.
18, okay. As you're standing there, you almost hear this long, distant ping, as if something just fell from the treetop and hit the outside of this dome. But immediately, you are taken back in time to whenever you first met Femus. Exactly.
Ping.
It is this
Ping.
echo chamber all around you of a ping, 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 ping. And you couldn't tell if it's divine intervention, just toying with the strings, or just a weird coincidence of an acorn falling on the outside of this now exposed sphere. As he ponders in thought.
Okay. I'm not sure how to take that. But I think it's time for me to make a ping of my own, and I walk over to the thing with a new fuel. And I look to him and I said, if she's really free, we have nothing to be afraid of. And I swing as hard as I can to smash that open.
Make an attack roll.
11.
11, okay. You smash into it, it makes no give. It looks like you've jammed it really well by trying to open an outdoor.
It's stuck. Swing again. Heaving hard.
Don't tell me.
Natural 20.
Of course.
Which technically it is an object anyways.
It would, yeah, so double crits. No, it just regular crits.
Yeah, wait a second. No more frozen.
That was the ping.
That was the ping. That was pretty close. 12, 17. Oh, that's why my damage was lower on those 20s. I was wondering, and it's because I didn't have my gauntlets on. Sorry. Sidebar.
That's funny. So you probably broke your damage threshold.
Yeah.
I was curious how you got to there in the first place, because I was like,
I would have
making sense.
It was perfectly max roll at that time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm missing something.
That'd make a lot more sense.
Not crazy, but 17, 24 points of damage.
And is that doubled, or?
That is the total, because I don't have my right currently.
Right,
so.
No, but it is Orin Mirabor versus a structure, so it's a critical hit.
Yeah, so it is 24. So I have 17, and I rolled 7 on the 2d6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't roll great.
Gotcha. Sorry, I was not comprehending that. As you smash into it, the hinge that it's on overextends, and you see all of the material that it is, where it's welded to, breaks free, and the entire lid goes curling down and clanging down a long shaft that is basically shoved into the ground here. Bing, 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 bing.
How far are we estimating?
Like
30 feet or like 100 feet?
Probably about 50.
Okay. Look up Paizo.
What indeed?
Is there a ladder? Like it's...
There is just on the inside of it a kind of like a small hatch that has a ladder descending.
Well,
Top rungs are pretty beaten, but serviceable.
you ready?
For what?
I don't know.
When do we have a...
I'll lead.
Do you need some light?
Not opposed.
Pizor will cast light on...
Hack.
Yeah, we could do hack. Absolutely.
I'm joking.
I was gonna say if there was some rope that he could dangle, but all his rope is currently tied up or untied at the current moment. He'll just do a part of his robe, like his sash that goes around. So he basically has a glowing belt around his body.
I'll go first. Hack will follow me. You'll bring up the rear.
Okay.
All right, let's go. And I lead in.
Okay, awesome. Are you going quietly or
Attempting to, at least, yeah.
Perfect. Make a stealth check as you go down the ladder. Same with hack.
Disadvantage for me.
Pizor no longer has disadvantage, but it doesn't help
True.
when I rolled a 4 for a total of 10.
Yeah, I only rolled a 5 for stealth, which is 10 for me.
10 for you, 10
Hack
for
has
Pizor.
disadvantage as well. Hack rolled 19 and 13, so he's above me. So 13 plus, I think like 2, plus 3. So 16 for Hack.
Okay.
Not bad, actually.
It's far from the most quiet descent by any means. Every single tink of your armor against the metal rungs of the ladder seems to echo and reverberate off the halls around you. Because the chamber that you're going down is probably 20 feet in diameter. So it's much smaller than the dome above, and it just heads down for 50 feet. You see where some portions of, as you're passing down, you see where there's hatches, that there's a small landing at about 20 feet. So you come down to 20 feet, and there's a small landing where you can get off of the ladder or continue down.
Looking in there, does it appear that there's rooms?
There's basically a ring of a platform surrounding you that you
Okay.
can jump off to one side of,
Okay.
and then there is 2 doors on either side.
Oh, shucky darn. Okay. This is at the 20-foot mark?
Yes.
So we have a landing here. I'm gonna hop off.
Okay.
Hop off. Hack follows me. Wait for Pizor to get down. So it's just like a 5-foot wide, so we're kind of like pretty close here.
Yep.
And there's 2 doors opposing.
Yes.
Like what? One door.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna try the doorknob on this one that I'm standing by one. I guess at that point Pizor's almost standing by the other one, isn't he?
Yeah. And it's less of a doorknob, more of like a sealable hatch.
Okay. Oh. Like it's locked from this side.
No, it wouldn't be locked from this side. You could lock it from this side, I suppose, but it's like you see the locking mechanism and it's not engaged, I guess is the better way.
So I can, okay. Ready?
Make a strength check.
Oh, strength check.
You got the gauntlets. Jeez. Knocking the tree down.
It's because I strengthened so hard. Naturally.
You go to brace yourself and anticipate how hard it is going to be to move something that hasn't moved in millennia, and immediately you borderline just rip the entire door hinge off itself and end up cranking the door open in this loud
Oh no.
You peer inside, Pizor's light just barely shining past you. Immediately you are hit with not a smell of rot, a smell of must, as if you are obviously the first person to open this door in, well, let's put it simply, 1800 years. When you open it, that smell that hits you, it is a familiar smell of something has died here. but so long ago that it's crumbled. You peer inside and you see what would be some kind of living quarters of a very simple, very plain staging area, essentially, where there is some personal artifacts, a bed, and within the bed you can see the remnants of a body of an Ascanari, long, decayed, withered to complete dust, the mattress stained around it, the clothes lying where they once were.
Okay. Let's go to the other one.
Okay, go to the other one. Another strength check.
That's still natural 18. Strength check would be 22.
Yep, no problem. You creak this one open and slowly push the door open on its hinges. It makes the slightest of groan sounds, far from the one that you just opened, that you blasted open. This one with more precise and care. It's kind of where you pick up on the door knowing that the hinges are going to squeak.
Yeah.
And it just barely groans as you open it. Very similar situation that you open into.
Okay. Seems to be a little bit bigger operation when they first started. Then something happened. Paizo, we need to keep going down.
Okay. Same order.
Yeah, I have a feeling that there's nothing live down here.
As you continue on down, you find another landing at about 20 feet. 2 doors on either side.
At 40 feet?
Yep.
Okay. I will replicate.
Or it continues down.
I will replicate. Open a door.
Okay. Make a strength check.
18.
Okay. As you wrench this door open and push on it, there is a small give, and dirt and like small pebbles start to pour in. Not like an avalanche, but just you shifted a bunch of dirt and pebbles that are pushing against the other side of the door, and they manage to sneak back in.
Oh, so this one's concave. Oh,
yes.
This one's okay. Okay, I'll go to the other side.
Strength check.
Is cocked. If we do the thing, it'll go to a 2.
We do the thing, meaning hit the table and release the...
It'd be a 6 then.
Okay. You go to budge this door, and it does not move in the slightest.
Okay, give me a second. Hack, come help me.
Hack gives you advantage.
Okay. Gosh, 11.
Door handle breaks off in your hands.
No.
And it is permanently wedged shut.
I pull out my plasma cutter.
Dang it.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I think what is more unfortunate is down below. You look down and you see raw earth, ground directly beneath you. As if this entire column has just been shoved into the ground.
Like the pod to the ladder thing was just like pushed in.
Yes. Moreover, you see the bottom of the ladder is kind of like crunched up and crinkled, and then the entire bits of the metal all around are shredded to the point where if you went down there, it'd be basically a pitfall trap of shrapnel.
Why would they do that?
Do that?
Yeah, why would they do this? How? Okay.
Would you think this would be on purpose?
What do you mean?
Like, if something were to be destroyed like this, would that happen intentionally?
Yeah, it's possible. But why the dead bodies up there?
Why the individuals trapped in those rooms? Trapped lightly, but why did they die in here? You know, like it's like, were they the ones that finished the symbols, and so they got the unfortunate livelihood of having to watch the other three compadres now doing their bidding inside these eggs, and they just had to go live out the rest of their life and die in here.
Taking one for the team, basically.
Yeah, it's weird, but they are very weird people.
If you're a fanatic for a god of death, what's stopping you from doing anything?
Yeah, that's very wise words. Okay, well, I don't want to be down here longer than we need to.
I agree.
Why don't we see a way out then? I don't see anything else. There was nothing of interest in those top two bedrooms, right? That
There were some personal artifacts of their own, and another set of elven chain and scimitar, kind of like tucked off and in the corner, as if, hey, if we need this, it is here. But what they're wearing is not the regalia that the other three were.
Okay.
It is more of a more practical robe still situation. Still very elegant in the dress wear, aside from the fact that a body had decomposed beneath it.
Right.
They each had small little desks inside there. Otherwise,
Anything worth looking at in there? I mean, I'd skim through at least.
yeah, you'd find a notebook in both of them.
My comprehend language does last for an hour.
It lasts for an hour. Okay.
Yeah.
How much time do you spend with them?
If I would, if there, I would definitely try to read one and let's see if there's anything to glean from it.
Okay.
Because
Do you start at the beginning or the end? Or the middle? Where do you pick up? You can also roll a D100 and tell me the percentage of that journal.
Let's say I start at the beginning. I will skim it real quick.
Okay.
So like for like a minute, I'll read from the beginning to figure out where this starts at.
Yeah. I'll give very broad generalities instead of being like diary readings, but this is exactly what it is. Both of these individuals have very similar journals. They have different start dates. This one has a much earlier start date. The one that you pick up has a much earlier start date. And the dating system on it is in the zeros. It starts back in 07, as in 007. It talks about starting a journal as they enlist within the astral fleet of the Ascanari elves, and then it goes on to briefly talk about the generals, what their role is going to be, which they have been chosen for essentially a priesthood role. They call them more devotees as opposed to priests. I don't think anybody would admittedly open and call themselves a fanatic by any means, but they're not priests, more just devoted worshippers of Morid. And there is a lot of iconography drawn in the section or on the margins of Morid's symbols as well, along with some detailings about Morid himself and the fact that he is, for all intents and purposes, the king, the emperor of the Ascanari. Emperor would be the better term that they would use.
Okay.
And that the emperor himself wields power beyond any other Ascanari. And being selected for this position, one of the devoted, is an honor second to none.
Okay.
And that would be probably within the first few entries, truthfully.
Then I'll skip to like the last one.
Okay. As you skip to the last one, it says, "The day is upon us. We are ready to um, siege and seal the gods according to plan. That way we can individually take them out, one by one, and complete the vision."
That was last entry.
Last entry.
Interesting. Okay, I pocket that journal.
Okay.
Then I'll go to the other one, do the exact same thing.
Okay. I'm actually sorry. The dating system would not be 007. The dating system would be completely different. So the year is something that does not make sense to you at all because it's past the year you're currently at. If it's 1860 or whatever, I can't remember exactly. I'd have to find my notes. It is beyond that. So it's
Okay.
like, let's just call it 3764.
Okay.
So, anyways, you pocket that one and head off to the second one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Immediately where do you start on this one?
Same.
Okay.
First.
The first paragraph is about meeting the previous Ascanari, and also being selected, but basically being under the tutelage of that other Ascanari elf to become one of the devoted of Morid. And it talks more about the actual process that they're going through, and that there is a part of their soul that they essentially, for all intents and purposes, lose, and gets
Trapped.
essentially trapped and tied to the essence of Morid. So they are binding themselves spiritually and physically to him.
Okay. I'll go to his last reading.
Last reading is it's one written in fear and apprehension. The very last entry is something went wrong. But prior to that, everything on the entry right beforehand is tomorrow is the day. We have prepared for centuries up to this one moment to finally enact the will of Morid, to see about an end to these vile gods that have allowed their followers to stray, that have allowed their powers to slip. And finally, we're going to bring justice to a wrong long in the making.
Okay, I'll pocket it.
Okay.
I'll probably want to show these to Zage later.
Anything important?
These guys have been down here for a very long time. This one started before the New Age even, I believe, just by the dating system. These were all devotees towards Morid.
I would have guessed.
It's not certain yet, but I almost feel like these three individuals were Morid, or at least the three highest. But they tried to lock away the other gods. And now this one said something went wrong, and that was his last entry. I'll try to study them more when I have more time and much safest place.
Yes, they tried to lock away the gods.
Yes.
That would almost make sense, right?
Yeah.
From everything we've seen between Femis, Zishan, Tiara, Zobre, Perdona, that's exactly what has happened. And then whatever happened to the other ones?
I don't know. I need to read some more. There's a lot here. All right, let's get out of here.
Okay. You climb up and out of the shaft that's just stuck into the ground, finally entering back into the dome that you had made an absolute mess of. Um, the light is not as intense at all. There is no light that is blasting through the canopy from up above. That has faded into darkness once more.
Well, I would just continue. I would come out. I mean, I don't think there's a reason for me to stay in there any longer. So
Okay, perfect. As you do, very first thing that you hear, the moment you get out of the dome, as soon as you get to the top and you can hear the forest around you, you start to hear voices, conversations. And the voices sound. Actually, make a perception check.
1, not natural, but 1.
I love that.
Darn it.
You can't pinpoint the direction or what the conversations are about. There's a rasp to this voice, or to the voices themselves.
Is Pizor out as well?
This would be as you're coming to the top and you were leading the charge at that point. So Pizor is basically right beneath you, or you, Hack, Pizor, clambering up the rope.
I look around, not seeing anything, not able to pinpoint where the sound is. I wouldn't finish climbing out, and then I kind of just kneel.
And it is pitch black where you're at. As soon as Pizor clambers up and out, the light around him illuminates the space. First thing you notice is the fog that clung to this forest has already begun to clear to where it's just in the boughs of the trees themselves, still clinging with a slight mist. But otherwise, the area around you is clear. Light has a radius of 20, so you can see into the edge of the forest. And as soon as Pizor's like, what is your foot doing way over here, tall boy?
I got long
No
legs.
kidding. As soon as his light hits the edge of the forest, you hear somebody, help! Is someone out there? Pizor immediately whispers, who's here?
This feels like a trap.
What? They don't know who they're dealing with either, right? I can extinguish my light. What are we doing?
Where are you?
I'm coming this way.
Hide, quick.
As you hear his voice, it is coming from the direction you guys came into this area with.
Back away.
Okay, you guys start backing away. I'll put you guys back up here. The hole in the ground,
Hole in the ground.
I'll make with a nice yellow piece. That way we can see it very easily. You guys are slowly backing away. Pizor whispers to you and he says, do you want me to shut off my light?
Yes.
Pitch blackness all around you.
Keep backing up.
And the three of you slowly start backing up. Are you trying to do about this as quiet as you can?
Yeah.
Stealth checks. Hey, Pizor rolled a 16. Goodness gracious, I got the hiccups.
For me, stealth was a 4 or 3. 5. 16 for me.
16 for you? Wow, 16 for Pizor as well. That's crazy.
Hack is only 5.
Okay. As the three of you are backing up, you and Pizor, fairly decent quiet. Hack, every single robotic step. It doesn't grease or squeak. He is a well-greased machine, but his heavy footfalls crack all the dead undergrowth beneath your feet. So it's just a constant crunch, crunch, crunch as he slowly takes steps backwards.
Okay.
And as the light extinguishes, you hear the voice call out, "Hey, where'd you go? Please, I just need help."
Keep walking towards the sound of our voice.
Okay, I am unarmed. I don't know where I am.
How did you get here?
I woke up here
When?
moments ago. We all did.
What do you mean?
We were here in the forest, and then there was a bright light in the sky as we looked up, and we're here. Where are we? What is this place? Who are you?
Who are you?
I don't know.
No way. Is he close to the outcropping yet, or like, do I see any movement?
Since it's pitch black and you have no dark vision, nothing.
There's no light peeking through at all up here.
No, none. No light from up above or anything. Pizor, I believe, does have dark vision.
I can grab a tree root off the ground, and I'll cast light on it and toss it back towards the hole, but off to the side, but in that direction.
Okay. The light streaks off towards the hole and lands right next to it, and it illuminates the area. Are you guys in the tree line at this point?
Yeah,
or-
we'd be backing up
Okay.
this way.
Perfect. That's what I'll put you guys all the way back there. I'm gonna use this mini, but it's not an Ascanari elf. Don't worry. Breaking through the tree line, you see a very familiar figure. One of the ferals.
Yeah.
They're still beaten, battered, bruised, emaciated, tattered clothes that just cling to the frames of their body. But the hollowness, the savageness, the feral instinct that was in their eyes before, it is nothing but human and incredibly scared. Pizor does have dark vision.
Parzo, we just did something more than I ever thought we could do.
What do you mean?
He was a feral.
What?
That was one of the individuals that circled us earlier.
No. No.
Oh, I remember that outfit. That dark green shirt.
And he's okay now.
I think that's relative. But he's speaking in common. And he's asking reasonable questions. From what you and I know of the feral so far, I think that's out of the bailiwick.
That is to say the least. He looks, I mean, not good, but he's not the same way he was in the forest.
No, not at all.
And as you see him start to cautiously move forward, three others you see just at the edge of the forest, kind of peeking out between the trees. Pizor mentions, "There's more."
I step forward.
You step into the light. Pizor immediately steps just behind you on the edge of the tree. Where are we?
You are in the Nomanoa forest.
That doesn't help.
Where are you from?
I can't remember anything.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing here. I hurt everywhere. I'm so hungry. I can't. I have no strength in my body.
I'll pull out some dry rations, a few that I have.
And he collapses to the ground.
Here, eat something. And I walk up to him. Not in my hand, though.
Who are you?
You can call me the commander.
Commander, thank you. Thank you for the food. And he begins to nibble on it. And you notice the three people that were on the edge of the forest enter into the forest. And you hear rustling even further behind them.
How many are there? How many of you turned back?
There was 12 of us.
I'm afraid I probably won't have enough food for all of you. But I can help you.
Please. Whatever you can do. I don't know anything, what's going on, why I'm here, who I am. I'm scared.
You should be. You used to be what people called a pharaoh. You were lost. Your mind was muddled.
What? What do you mean?
There was no communicating. There was no. Your sense like this was gone.
Am I gonna be okay? Are we gonna be okay?
Well, I think now he's giving you the best odds so far.
Where did the light go?
The moon. I do not know.
How do we get out of here?
Well, we kind of dropped in from the sky over yonder. Not gonna be able to go back up that way. But I might be able to send us a ship to help us get out.
A ship?
A starship.
Oh, okay. Okay. How soon? There are a few of us they're not okay.
You can tell. It looks like it. I will do my best, but the ship's gonna have a hard time.
Pizor clears his throat. Karson, do you mind if I would like to heal him.
Please.
It feels right.
Yes.
Would you all come into view? And slowly, 12 individuals total hobble out. Some are basically carried out into plain view in front of all of you. Pizor picks the 6 that look the worst and casts Mass Healing Word.
Sweet.
At the 3rd level, his last 3rd level spell slot there.
Okay.
And that also helps him regain some hit points. So Yoo-Hoo actually brings him up to full. He immediately utters a divine prayer, and light illuminates all around you in this brilliance. And many of them, including the one that you were talking to, says, "The light, it's back, it's back, it's back!" And then multiple of them immediately, you see the open sores and wounds and frailty stitched back together of them, and they hold themselves just a little bit higher and now can self-support themselves. That is all I have for now.
You've done very well, Paizo. The light of Tiara heals you.
Who's Tiara? Are you Tiara?
No,
Is he?
he is not.
Pizor speaks up at this time and he says, "Tiara is my god, it is who I worship. She is the bringer of life. And I wanted to share that with you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just want to get out of here."
I hit my Gorget. Hit the button. Zage, you able to locate me? We have about 12 additional survivors we need to get pinned out of here. Help me.
Survivors? No, I cannot locate you. Send up a flare.
And I just Eldritch Blast. Until I can get some that start to go through.
Absolutely. It only takes a few blasts before you have a decent hole in the canopy. First thing you notice is the canopy does not begin to stitch itself back together. It is, you've created a hole in the canopy. And immediately you hear the distant whirring and humming of the Starhammer coming into view. It's not but probably 10 minutes before, through repeated eldritch blasts through the canopy, not
That's a
only have
nice
you made
flare.
a sizable hole, but you have also made a continual flare up into the sky. You see the Starhammer fly into view, encompassing all that is the hole in the canopy before it situates itself. And you see a large rope ladder tossed off the side and drop down. Oh, I guess it has the crane. I'm sorry, we haven't been on
Oh,
the
yeah.
Starhammer for a while.
Yeah.
The crane slowly swings out over and just is lowered all the way down into the canopy floor, and it's kind of just hovering right up above.
Please, get on when you're ready.
You see most everybody's cowering in fear from the wind that's kicked up around it and this thing that just descended from the sky.
It's a little nerve-wracking, isn't it?
That's
It's-
putting it lightly. Yes.
You have a choice to trust me or not. And the choice is yours. But if you want to get out of here, this is going to be your only option.
The point man kind of like looks over at his companions and crawls slowly towards the platform, putting two hands on it and then clambering up along on it. Slowly,
There
the
you
rest
go.
join him. And as this is made for transporting cargo, you guys can definitely also fit onto
Sweet.
this hoist itself, and
Okay.
you guys are lifted back up and onto the Starhammer. There was quite the crowd on the Starhammer when you previously left it. The wave speaker, the three apprentices plus Pizor, the Thrycreen plus your usual crew. It was a full house, to say the least. And as you land, you are greeted with everybody on deck. What's your first moves?
That's tough. What the heck do you tell these people? These are the people that have been attacking you.
And you could definitely be talking to them as you're getting hoisted up and over.
These people need our help. They're injured. They're hungry. Get Brish on a large meal.
On it. Good to see you, Commander.
Thank you, too. Good to be here.
You see Brish hustling down and away. One thing you notice is he is wearing armor. That armor that you'd given to him that he kind of had propped up in the corner, he's now wearing it.
You lot stay here. We'll bring food to you.
Okay.
We're going to start making our way to our home and find you a place to stay.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know what else to say.
Thank you's all you need.
My name,
Is what?
it's Torkum.
Torkum.
Torkum. I remember that now.
Well, Torkum, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Karson.
Thank you, Commander Karson.
Zage, make way for home.
Understood, Commander. And the Starhammer slowly makes the clearance to allow for easy transport, and you guys blast quickly back to New Torvengard.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Along the way, is there anything you want to get taken care of or do?
I don't know.
It's a pretty short journey.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour or two.
I mean, I would just keep a close eye on him. Once Brish is done, with food, then I'd kind of help pass out food, whatever. I tend to them the best that I can. I get Ada to come out, Ada to tend to them as well. But that'd be about it.
Okay, perfect. And Pizor or Brish does a very good job providing for them. Sends up a large vegetable platter, essentially, to kind of help ease off the hunger pains at the current moment, put some roughage in their stomachs, and then before a larger meal is sent up. And before too long, a meal is prepared for the entire crew. So it is very early in the morning of the next day, being the 7th of Mintier is what it was. So today would be,
Going
it's
into the
probably like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning on the 8th of Mintier.
8th. Okay. But I would say that's probably all I do on that whole trip.
Okay,
It's
perfect.
just that. So
Absolutely. Taking care of the individuals, feeding them. Everybody is tense for all
sure.
intents and purposes. The Thrycreen quickly return beneath deck and find themselves in just outside of the kitchen itself. They tend to hang out in that galley area almost at all times. It seems they've formed a pretty close relationship with British themselves. Other than that, nothing of note happens on the way back. However, Zage does call to you at some point. He says, "If you have the time, I would love to talk to you about whatever it is that you just did.
absolutely.
You know
And
where to find me."
I'd go to him. I said, once we land, maybe, actually.
Oh,
I'm going to stay with. Let me stay here and keep an eye.
okay.
You'll understand why soon.
Sure. Where did you find these people?
In the forest. And that's literally all of it. There's no more to that sentence.
Are you telling me that, or are you telling me that?
Both. Like, that's it. I found them in the forest.
What?
Yeah. They're, as I'm kind of off to the side a little bit so they can't hear me. I believe that they used to be the Pharaohs.
You're keeping a close eye on them, right?
I am. Once the bond was broken, that's what the Ascanori were doing. It returned them. I mean, it appears that their memories are pretty washed and faded, but it returned them back to themselves.
I didn't want to cut the conversation too early, but you did something. There was a light show. That's putting it lightly.
Coming from the moon.
Uh, as you mention that, you instinctively look up. There's no moon. It's gone.
Oh no.
And Zage says, you could say that, yes.
Where'd it go?
Well, it kind of evaporated, exploded out in a bunch of magical bright lights, and then ripped itself apart, and
What?
rained down is the word upon us.
Well, that's too bad I didn't see that.
Yeah. There's a lot more to that. At any point, I can tell you.
Very good. Yep, you and I will have a great discussion once we land.
I figured. I have so many questions.
Yes. As do I.
I'll help you keep an eye on them as well.
Thank you. Yeah, you can eat that. That's fine. Sir, that's the post. You don't even need a wooden post.
One's nomming on the mast.
I see some of them still have tendencies. Used to eating bog.
Whenever you guys are approaching New Torvengard, what's your destination? Just the docks?
I would assume, yeah, the
Yep.
docks is probably the best place. And then,
Okay. As you're approaching, mind you, it is 2 o'clock, 3
Yeah.
o'clock in the morning by the time you guys get back. The city is alive. Every single light, every single door is open. Every individual is out on the streets right now. And with the arrival of the Starhammer in the skies, you see a small tide of people moving their way up the mountain, up the trams that take them up the mountain, and even weaving through the streets. And as you speak, the empty docks are beginning to gain a crowd. Before quickly, there is armed guards that are sent out from behind the waterfall that hides the palace, and they kind of march and keep a line at bay. And it's entirely docile. It is not a mob. It is just people arriving to the scene. Absolute first thing you notice is it's all humanoids. There are a few lion folk spattered within there. It is humans, dwarves, gnomes.
Everyone's back.
There's no animal hybrids aside from the very few lion folk that live within New Torvengard.
Interesting. Yeah, so as we land, I will first guard I see, I say, no one boards my ship. Get a dozen units here now.
Understood, Captain. Commander.
Send somebody to wake the king.
The king is awake.
Good. Then I go.
Okay. Word is quickly passed along the line, and you guys have a essentially escort that keeps the people at bay as a larger and larger crowd is
trying
beginning
to beat them.
to gather. Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely. And you even hear the roar of the crowd, and it's not necessarily a roar; it's more people shouting out your name. You hear Commander Karson. You hear the Starhammer. You hear a lot of people shouting out to Femus and Zishin, and utterances of questions just float throughout the air as you are escorted into the palace for a nice peace and quiet as the doors slam behind you. You find yourself in a large chamber. Mind you, the palace is not ornate by any means. It was built as one of the first buildings in Torvengard, and so it has a lot of space to it where it was housing multiple people. But eventually it formed from kind of like a bunkhouse into a large open grand hall with a staircase that leads up to the throne, in a way, of King Harfik Imrodja. And that is where he is seated currently. Two of his advisors talking to him at this time. One of them being name absolutely slipped my mind the moment I started thinking about her.
Yeah, the gal. I know you're talking about.
Yes.
Kind of stern.
Yes, it was a female Earth Genasi with kind of
Yes.
like a geode.
Yes.
Turned
explosion.
inside out.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. That individual was at one point turned into an animal. They're back to normal as well. As soon as they all recognize you, the room falls silent, and you hear King Torvengard, or King Emerald Jaw, call out, "Approach!"
Good morning.
Good morning is the half of it. What did you do?
We unintentionally figured it out.
What do you mean you unintentionally figured it out?
They had no idea that it'd have this repercussions. This was luck, but we found an Askanari ancient hideout, if one will. One that housed 3 individuals stuck in a arcane loop. And now, after getting here, and finding the circumstances, I think we found our 3 angels.
The three angels. What do you mean?
The ones that were transforming everyone.
From their dreams.
Yes. Playing with people.
What do you mean you
Playing.
found them?
We did just that. Within the Nominoa forest. We found their location. Infiltrated it. Defeated them. As we escaped, we had some pharaohs on our tail prior, and they all returned to normal. Mine's back.
What?
Yes, we brought them with
No.
us.
What does this mean?
It means we saved lives.
You saved lives.
All of us did. But this is unprecedented. I had no reason to think that this was going to happen.
My mind is absolutely reeling.
Yeah,
I don't even know where to begin.
I'm having a hard time breathing, like wrapping my head around all this at the moment.
But you said you found ferals, and they're not that way anymore.
Yes.
So you really have done it. You've reversed whatever curse was upon.
I think it's more of we broke a chain that was keeping them bound. Is what it feels like. One that was holding them into that.
I don't know how to express how much indebted everybody here is to what you have done.
As I said, this was not the outcome I saw coming.
What
But
were you trying to do?
Well, we were trying to free the gods, and I believe we did that, but I didn't think that this would happen. And I don't mean this as a bad outcome. I mean, this is phenomenal. This is one of the best things that could have ever happened. Everyone's back to normal.
I can see that.
She's back to normal. Everyone back on the docks was coming up. Friendly, familiar dwarven faces. Human faces.
I can only imagine the confusion.
I'm at a loss of words, honestly, sir. I don't know.
They're going to want answers. I'll have to tell them something.
Tell them that Tiara is free. Zabre is free. Perdona is free.
You're right.
3 more gods join our fight. We just more than doubled our forces.
You're right. This is a meaning of hope.
The biggest one we've had by far.
This is a turning point for us.
Yes.
I have to prepare myself. If you have to excuse me, I will.
No, do you need me anymore? Any further? I wanted to update you personally.
Not currently, nothing I can think of, but...
Send for me if you need me, but there are many things I need to take care of upon my ship.
Of course.
Sir? And I bow.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I leave.
You hear immediately as you guys talk the low utterances between the king and his advisors as you're walking away. Do you have your full crew with you?
I think I took off.
Okay.
I honestly think it was just
Perfect.
me. When
Yep.
I saw everybody start to come out of the woodwork in the city, I was just like, okay, I gotta make it there.
Yep, absolutely. As you exit out to the palace, the crowd has doubled in size. It is a packed house. There is no standing room in the slightest, aside from a small path the guards have kind of kept back at bay. The moment you appear, you are bombarded like a paparazzi coming at a celebrity out of their favorite coffee shop. It is hundreds of shouts at you, questions that become just an overwhelming blurb of words that you can't even discern. It is just a raucous chorus.
I just do my best to shield it and get through.
Okay, perfect.
And I'm
Making way back to the Starhammer.
polite as I can, but yeah, just counting it back.
Okay. There are all sorts of people reaching out past the lines, trying to just touch your hand, anything. But you keep your head down all the way back to the Starhammer. The moment you get back on, the guard that was keeping post kind of just gives you a nod. You enter on, and Zage's voice immediately comes to you. He says, what news do you bring?
Zage, everything's different. Everything's back to normal.
I was gathering that from the people around. I think it's time we talk about whatever just happened.
Yes. I think we need to have these individuals who are lost escorted. I think we send them down to the Temple of Themis and then try to slowly reincorporate them. Let me get one of the guards to do so.
I like that.
And I'll go to one of the guards and I'll say, okay, I'll just explain. And that I've got 12 individuals here. As you can tell, things are changing. These 12 used to be ferals. They're not feral anymore, but they are lost. They're not certain who they are, where they're from. Take them to the Temple of Themis. Let's try to reincorporate them, get them situated, and then we'll figure out how we can help them moving forward.
Do you want me to do that now, or?
Yes.
Okay. Understood. It'll be done.
Thank you. And I'd get everybody to start going with them.
Absolutely. Okay. So all 12 of the ferals, for lack of better terms, or unferals, whatever we want to call them for now, are rounded up and escorted through a small regiment of guards off of the Starhammer, down through the city, kind of like fighting an uphill battle through the throng of people, until finally they are taken away at that point. And it is you, your crew, and the Thri-Kreen on the ship.
I would go seek out Zajan at that point.
Okay. As you enter into the helm room, that is where Zage retains. Even though you guys had docked, he is not fully settled the spell jamming ship. He's not disconnected. He's still at any point ready to take off. Yeah. And as you enter in, his eyes just kind of peer off to you. And that's where we're going to leave it for this night's episode.
Okay.
Episode 50.
Yeah.
It's in the books.
Yeah. Lots of good information there at the end. Oh, thank you for tuning in to episode 50.
5-0. Oh, is that the wrong way? 5-0.
The plot is thickening, and I'm super excited to figure out what we just did, what other repercussions came from it. God, that leads so many questions. That opens the door to exploring Vestratar now too. It was kind of nerve-wracking before to do it,
Yeah, no kidding.
Cool.
Oh
Well,
man, I'm gonna have to. I've got a lot of NPCs, but I got to change every single race of the NPCs now.
Oh yeah,
So.
back to what they maybe were.
Yeah.
Well, this is where we leave you. Thank you for tuning in to episode number 50. If you haven't yet, go follow us, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you can see when we post. Check us out on Saturdays for the long rest, all D&D content, short form, and on Wednesdays for the podcast.
Absolutely. I got nothing more to add other than thank you guys for being here, and we'll see you again next week.
See ya.